Hey y'all, my name is Adina Barnett Miller, but I'm known to my students as Mrs. B. I've been passionate about West Virginia history for as long as I can remember, but my mom would tell you it all started when I was 3 years old and she bought me a West Virginia counties puzzle at Gino's Pizza. I've taught history in Ripley, West Virginia for over 20 years now, and I'm an adjunct professor who teaches college West Virginia history to high school students. Please join me for West Virginia History with Mrs. B, a field trip across the Mountain State to walk in the footsteps of those who came before us. Hey y'all, it's West Virginia History with Mrs. B, and we are coming to you from Helvetia, West Virginia, which is in Randolph County, right on the border of Upshur County. And we are at what I consider my very favorite restaurant in all of West Virginia, and that is the Hovatter Swiss restaurant. The Hovatter has been here in this tiny little town of Helvetia since the early 1960s. It is a way to bring the Swiss Appalachian culture which exists here in Helvetia to the rest of the world. All of the meals that are prepared here are handmade. They are made using heritage recipes that came with the Helvetia residents from Switzerland to Appalachia. And this is just in a magical place where you can just have a meal, relax, don't worry about a phone because your phone doesn't work. I love coming to Helvetia. I've been coming here for over 20 years, and the food is absolutely just first class, and so are the people of Helvetia. And so I want to take you on a journey to come see the Hovatter. We're going to show you the inside. We're going to show you the food. We're going to talk about the history. This is just a magical place to visit in West Virginia, especially in the fall. So eating at the Hovatter is like coming home, and it really is like a home when you look around. Yes, even with the Halloween decorations. This building is just full of history and heritage from Helvetia. You can see all of the cooking implements from Helvetia's past. On the shelf here, old books. And a lot of them are in German because they spoke German, the people that came here to Helvetia starting in 1869. Oh, and here's a picture of Mutter. So this was Eleanor. Eleanor started the Hovatter. She has passed on. And then this is former U.S. Senator Robert C. Byrd from West Virginia. And she really spearheaded bringing back all the old-time cultural traditions here at Helvetia, because things were starting to get lost, especially after World War II, because people were leaving, and so that's why she started the restaurant. So there's just all kinds of cool stuff. Like here's a calendar from 1929. So it's from Pickens. Pickens is a community, it's 4 miles away, and the kids here in Helvetia, they go to the Pickens school. So just all kinds of cool things to see. And then you can see all these little prints and paintings on the walls. And then family photographs. And then, of course, the old potbelly stove, which I have been here when this thing has been on, and it is rip-roaring hot. So here's some family photos, because again, this is very family oriented. And then old-time Fosnot masks here on the walls from the past. And then here's when Eleanor was honored as a distinguished West Virginia by then Governor Mansion. And then these are family photos. So this building is on the National Register of Historic Places, and it definitely should be. Oh, I love this room. This is a really special room. You can come see, there's all these different books that are for sale in here, but I just love all of the pictures. Here's the Helvetia Star Band. They play in the parade every year for the fair. And then here's this picture of people here at Helvetia, the old-time residents in the log cabin. And then you've just got all kinds of just cool history and books. And I love this next little room too. It's just like little rooms in your house where you can dine. They're pretty intimate. If you're looking to spend an hour of your time, you should definitely watch Born in a Ballroom. It's a documentary about Eleanor, and it is fantastic. It's told through the lens of her granddaughter. And then here's more of the rooms that you can see and dine in. So we'll show you more of our food coming up. This is just a magic place. Hey y'all, we're getting ready to dive into our appetizer. Some homemade Helvetia cheese made here, Swiss cheese made here in Helvetia. And it is phenomenal. It's a perfect piece of cheese. So you can get it at the store, or you can get a cheese plate here and enjoy it. You want a piece of cheese, Dave? Dave loves Swiss cheese. He's eating his cheese now. We'll come back when we get our entrees. All right, y'all. So the food just arrived. I'm going to show you my plate of yumminess. So I've got bratwurst, homemade bratwurst, green beans, yummy potatoes, mustard, a big thing of kraut, and applesauce. So plus we had a salad, we had homemade bread. Look, here's the homemade bread we had. And it is going to be awesome. So I'm really excited to dig into this. And then we'll take a little break here while you show them your food. All right, honey, what you eating?
All right, so we've got the baked ham with the green beans and the potatoes, the applesauce, and the sauerkraut as well with the crinkle cut pickle.
Nice. Are you excited?
I am.
All right, we'll let them know what we think of our meals after we eat. So, Dave, you cleaned your plate.
Yep.
Yeah. So, what did you think of your meal?
This was absolutely spectacular. The baked ham was just perfection. The potatoes were delicious. The green beans, excellent. Applesauce, good. And so filling. I took one bite of the sauerkraut, and it was just...
You hit the wall.
Which is very rare for me.
I know it's very rare for you to hit the wall. Usually I hit the wall and give you food.
Right.
So,
pardon me while I get a drink here.
It's okay. So what was your favorite thing on your plate?
I think the ham probably the best. And then the potatoes and the green beans were right up there with it. And the applesauce, that was...
It's just clean, simple eating.
Right, and it took me by surprise because I forgot they served the applesauce kind of warm to hot here.
Yeah.
And that first bite, when you're used to, room temperature or cold stuff.
Yeah.
You're not expecting that
Yeah.
Hot temperature there.
Yeah.
But you did a pretty good job too.
I did. So I will tell people about my eating experience here in a second. Okay. So yeah, I totally cleaned my plate. Well, there's a couple green beans, but ignore that. So everything was really good. Especially this mustard that I just destroyed to go with my bratwurst. That really brought the bratwurst to a whole nother level. It's the first time I've ordered the bratwurst here. I've had everything else on the menu except for the bratwurst. I wanted to try it, and they were excellent. And then, but to me, the star of the show is the applesauce. I love it. It's just perfect. It reminds me of my grandmother. It's like a warm hug. that because they put that cinnamon and the sugar in it, but it's not too sweet. You know how like grocery store applesauce is too sweet, and then they add the cinnamon sugar to it, and then it makes it even too sweet. This is like perfect because it's homemade out here, and it's warm and delicious. And so yeah, my food was awesome. I'm gonna admit it, I'm not a kraut eater. Here's my kraut. I'm a bad girl. I didn't eat my kraut, but you know, it is what it is. My food was awesome, and I cannot wait for my dessert for when it shows up, and I will tell you about that when it arrives. Hey y'all, let's be honest. Mrs. B loves dessert, and so one of my favorite desserts ever is the peach cobbler here at the Hovatter. I remember sitting in this room in the middle of summer about over 20 years ago, eating this for the first time, and it just blew my mind away. So they use canned peaches. I'll show you. Use canned peaches, and it's kind of like a bread pudding cobbler, and then they have this homemade like whipped topping with the cinnamon. It is so good. So I'm gonna eat a little bit of this. I hope you don't mind. Oh, there we go. It just like melts. It melts in your mouth. Oh man. Oh, it's so good. It's like putting memories in your mouth. What I love is that the food is just simple and perfect and absolutely unpretentious. It is what it is, and it's perfect. So you definitely need to come eat at the Hovatter. You will not regret it. I definitely recommend you call ahead of time and make reservations, because you know, being out this far, if they run out of food, they run out of food. But this is a great place to visit, and it's, in my opinion, probably the most unique and most historically important place to eat in all of West Virginia. Thank you for joining us. Thanks, y'all, for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to West Virginia History with Mrs. B on both Facebook and YouTube.